Alright, hold up. I should be live in a second. And you see, honey, you're for me, and we were meant to be. Alright, so I should be live now. Hold up, I can check. Alright, so today, honestly, we're just gonna react to caught on camera chilling murder in broad daylight. And honestly, we'll just see what happens. So let's get right into it.
Okay. In today's video, we are examining the tragic case of Sierra Breland, a woman who disappeared under unexplained conditions. The 31-year-old Indiana attorney has not been seen since 7:17 p.m. on February 24th, 2022, when surveillance footage captured her outside her mother-in-law's home in Johns Creek. Sierra's relatives and law enforcement have made persistent efforts to determine where she went and what occurred. Sierra Locklear was a cheerful and ambitious woman from Cleveland, Georgia.
Yep.
According to her mother, Lisa Locklear, she was strong-willed because she wanted others to take her seriously.
Yeah.
Following the same path as her mother, who worked as a secretary, she pursued a career in law. Sierra was raised in Georgia and always dreamed of living in Atlanta.
Yep.
It had always been her intention to move to Atlanta, Kelly explained. She was a Georgia native. However, Sierra had to leave the Peach State in order to achieve that goal. After finishing college, she attended Florida State University for law school, having previously studied at the University of Tennessee for her undergraduate degree.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Sierra became a lawyer who specialized in insurance defense. Kelly spoke about her daughter and said that she persevered and kept moving forward. Kelly described her as happy, energetic, affectionate, and extremely dedicated to her career. Sierra met Xavier Breland on Tinder in October 2020. Their relationship progressed very rapidly, and after just 6 months of dating, they were married. At that time, Sierra was expecting a child. Court documents indicate that Sierra assisted Xavier with legal matters involving his former wife. Shortly after their marriage, the couple decided to relocate to Carmel, Indiana, to start a new chapter together. After securing employment at a law firm, Sierra welcomed a baby boy they named Jackson toward the end of 2021.
I like that
From
name.
the outside, Xavier and Sierra appeared to be a perfect couple, but problems in their relationship began almost immediately after they met. Sierra's cousin, Shelby Campbell, stated that the pair began experiencing difficulties following their initial dates. When Sierra told Xavier that she no longer wanted to speak with him, he was unable to cope with it because he believed he was going to become her husband.
Yeah.
Instead, Xavier arrived at her apartment uninvited and sat beside the door. After seeing her with another person, he began sending her frightening text messages. Sierra warned him that she would contact the police if he did not stop. After 6 months, she gave him another opportunity, and they were married. The two women messaged each other daily and were very close friends. Later, Sierra shared her feelings with Shelby and told her that she was afraid of her husband. In one of her messages, she wrote, "Well, I'm really struggling with it. It's difficult for me because I love this person and don't want to leave him and our family, but I also feel like his behavior is getting worse instead of improving.
Yeah.
I want to know what the future will look like if this is how things are now. He used to feel sorry when he said hurtful things, but now he doesn't even feel remorse for what he did. He says, 'I did this because you made me,' which makes me think he is blaming me." Sierra stated that if any...
Bro, look. Anybody who's going through something like that, like a relationship to where you like want to stay, but you know you can't, but like it's hard for you to leave, like attachment issues in a way, I really hope that you get the help that you need, not in like a disrespectful way, but I hope that you can figure out how to like deal with it and get out of that relationship with whoever it is, man, boy, non-binary, transgender, him, her, they, them, it, they, them, whatever. Please, I'm begging you, stay safe and make sure you get away from them, especially if they're like toxic. That's one of the worst relationships to be in, when they're toxic, but you stay because you feel like you have to, and you'll feel bad leaving them. But I'll be right back. I have to close my window real quick. It's really cold in here. Alright, I'm back.
Anything happened to her, her husband would be responsible.
Yeah.
Shelby says she repeatedly urged Sierra to leave her husband, but Sierra understood that she would need to carefully plan her departure if she chose to go. This presents a different view of the text message conversation between Shelby and Sierra. It is evident that Sierra was afraid of her husband. Shelby said that the messages she shared were only a small sample of the conversations Sierra was having with him. She also contacted the police on more than one occasion. Police were called to her home more than once in both Georgia and Indiana. Campbell said that by the time officers arrived, Sierra would be calm enough to lie down for him. Shelby stated that after one of those calls, a detective even contacted Sierra's mother and told her that he knew she had been lying when she called 911 and that he had witnessed this situation many times before. He feared that something terrible might happen to her. Sierra was planning to leave her husband, so she opened a secret bank account and transferred money into it. She was determined to follow through. In a text message, Sierra wrote that she loved her husband but could not afford to remain with him. The Locklear family, consisting of Kelly and Nick, were aware that things were not going well for their daughter. They told Sierra that if she separated from Xavier, she could always return to her safe place, which was her home. Sierra's difficult trip to Georgia started when she and Xavier placed their baby and large dog into her white 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan and drove south for 11 hours. Sierra's family says she arrived at her parents' house on February 19th. Her family had not seen her since she moved to Indiana, so she spent the night with them. However, even though the visit appeared to be a brief trip to see her family, Sierra ultimately decided not to return to Indiana. Because his mother also lived in Georgia, Xavier was interested in the trip as well. What he did not know was that Sierra was not planning to come back. She told her mother that she was traveling to Georgia to find a job. She also told her parents that she was leaving her violent husband because the situation was getting worse and that she was seeking a divorce. On Saturday, February 19th, Sierra arrived at Nick and Kelly's home in Cleveland, Georgia. She stayed with her parents until Sunday. After being apart for a long time, they were finally reunited. Once again, she said that she did not want to return to Indiana and wanted to divorce her husband. On Sunday, February 20th, Sierra left her parents' home to pick up her son, Jackson, from her mother-in-law's house in Johns Creek, Georgia, which is about an hour away. Shelby Campbell stated that the final text message her cousin sent her said, "I'm at Xavier's mom's house. I'm waiting to get Jackson so I can leave because he won't give him to me." At 11:17 p.m. on Monday, February 21st, Sierra texted her father, Nick, saying, "I'll be back in the morning if that's okay." Nick replied, "Of course it's okay. You don't have to ask." Nick said he called Sierra again the following day when he had not heard from her, and she told him that everything was fine. It was said that she had been feeling a bit unwell. Nick said he contacted her again on Wednesday to ask if she was feeling better, but she did not answer. He sent her another text on Thursday, February 24th, but she did not respond.
Thank you,
By
bro.
Friday,
Thank you.
the Locklear family had
I
become
appreciate all
concerned
the
because
love.
Sierra had not responded in some time. Then, on February 26th, Nick received a call from an Indiana phone number he did not recognize. "I didn't immediately panic because I thought they were still in Georgia," he said. "So I answered it, and they said they were the police, and that's when they told me she was missing." The police officer said that Sierra's husband had reported her missing because Sierra had not responded to their messages,
That mother
which was unlike
man,
her.
bro.
The family was stunned. They believed she was still in Georgia. "I don't understand why he didn't call anyone to check on her," Shelby Campbell said. "He didn't speak to anyone or inform us about it." After the Carmel police finished their work,
Guys, I'll be right back, alright? My mic is on.
I'm taking over.
But look,
I don't see it.
no, you gotta. It's delayed by like probably about a few seconds. So you gotta give it a second. But if anything, go in your room, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it because you'll be able to.
I'm gonna
watch
be
it
in
from
it.
your
I'm
room.
gonna sit here. I'm gonna
Look
take
at the
over.
phone. Look at the phone, buddy. Mic is on.
I'm taking over. Yes, he won't be taking over.
Yes,
I will be here for. Oh, I see myself. I will be here all day.
Hold up, I'm gonna turn the mic on.
Hi.
Bro, I'm trying to go live here, buddy.
I'm here. Stop talking. Hi.
Alright, bye. I love you.
No, we're gonna be watching it on the TV.
Come on, I haven't even. I'm not halfway yet.
Let's watch my video that I made.
All
Let's
right.
watch this.
No, Gigi, actually, stop. Please get out.
Hi y'all. It's a little chicken fart.
I guess. Don't say anything that can get me banned.
He's live.
Yeah, I know, bro. All right, bye.
Have you guys known what a live is? I don't know what it is.
So much, okay.
So, let's go
Peace
home.
out. Peace out, buddy. All right. You can watch the live from your phone.
Chicken, I want to be in the live.
You are. You were just. Look, that's you right there.
That's not me.
No, actually.
That's somebody else. Look.
I'm so sorry about that, bro. All right.
Sierra's father called his daughter's phone. Xavier answered instead. Nick later spoke about the brief
Bro, my sister is crazy.
conversation he had with his missing daughter's husband.
Yep.
I told him, Xavier, tell me the truth. What's going on? Sierra told me that anything happened to her, you would be responsible. So just be honest with me. Xavier then hung up after telling him to go to hell. Nick then contacted Xavier's father, who lived next door to Sierra and Xavier in Carmel. No, I never saw her, the father responded, according to Nick. A press release from the Carmel Police Department in Indiana dated March 2nd stated that Xavier Breland reported Sierra missing on February 26, 2022. During the investigation, police located video footage showing where Sierra was last seen. On February 24th at 7:17 p.m., she was recorded at her mother-in-law's home in Georgia. The official missing person report from the Carmel Police Department notes that there was nothing unusual observed in the video. Sierra left their home in the Brookstone Park of Carmel neighborhood in Carmel, Indiana, shortly after 1 p.m. on February 25th to walk to a nearby store. Police said she was dressed in a black top and purple shorts that evening, even though temperatures were around 20 degrees. Sierra never appeared at the store, and there was no footage showing her entering it. In addition, she left behind her identification, credit cards, and her 5-month-old son, as well as her work phone and a backup phone.
We know that guy
This
did it, bro.
raised serious
No way he
concern.
didn't.
Family members said she had a burner phone with her, so she could contact them in an emergency. There was no evidence that Sierra returned to Indiana. She would not have left without informing her family, and they already knew she wanted to remain in Georgia. The fact that she had left her 5-month-old son made the situation even more unusual. Her mother said that none of it made sense.
It doesn't.
Kelly Locklear stated that her daughter had told her the couple was facing serious...
Look, me personally, I'm throwing hands, bro. If my daughter goes missing and I know it's that man that did it, bro, I'm throwing hands, bro. I'm actually throwing hands, bro. And of course my sister comments, of course. Oh, like, of course she has to comment that out of all things. I love you, Gianna. I love you, Gianna. Yes, I saw it. All right, I'm gonna actually react to the video, okay? All right.
financial difficulties and that her husband was abusing her and their child to force her to stay with him.
Yeah, but me
She and her
personally, I'm
husband
going
said they
hands,
knew
bro.
their
I'm not
daughter
letting
was
that
dead
slide.
once police called to say Sierra had disappeared without her child. "She's gone for sure," Kelly said. "That's the first thing my husband said when the police called because Xavier had reported her missing. The officer told him that Sierra had left without taking the baby. She wouldn't even take a shower, and she wouldn't let anyone else watch the baby," Kelly said. She described Sierra as a devoted mother whose life revolved around caring for her child.
Yup.
When her son developed a rash, Kelly said Sierra woke up every hour or two to check on him. "When they told us that," Kelly said, "my husband told them, no, my daughter would never do that. If you're telling me she's missing and the baby isn't with her, then that means my daughter is dead." Kelly said Sierra would
Oh.
never have left her child but
That was too. I did not expect that. I'm not even joking. I'm like goofing off like this. I'm listening, and then I hear, then that means my daughter is dead. Bro, that's actually crazy.
behind. 2 days after Xavier reported Sierra missing, on February 28, 2022,
Yep.
he returned home to find police at his door. Court documents show that a gun accidentally discharged at a house on Baldwin Lane. Xavier told officers that he heard a gunshot while moving a Christmas tree in the garage and ran outside. He said he then returned to a shed, found the gun, and removed the ammunition. He reported the incident himself by calling police. Officers later located 2 different firearms inside the home. Police did not say whether there was evidence linking Xavier to Sierra's disappearance, but his criminal history soon became public.
Yeah.
Court records show that Xavier was convicted of felony theft in 2005. Additionally, it raised concern that Xavier did not report his wife missing until the following day, even though she was said to have never returned home from the store. A few days after police received the missing person report, Xavier was identified as someone they believed might have information about his wife's
Bro,
disappearance.
there's no doubt
He was
he isn't.
arrested on a charge unrelated to the case. Police later discovered that he was wanted for aggravated stalking in Qua County.
What?
He was transported to Georgia to face those charges. Court documents reveal that he placed a tracking device inside his daughter's stuffed animal in order to locate her mother, former wife. The case originated from custody dispute former couple. After 2 weeks, police officers, volunteers, family members, and friends of Sierra searched several neighborhoods in Johns Creek. Investigators focused particularly on 2 areas along Medlock Bridge Road where they believed Sierra may have traveled while in Georgia. Along with distributing flyers, the Johns Creek Police Department placed digital message signs in 2 locations along Kimball Bridge Road asking for assistance.
Yo,
They also
that's sad,
contacted
bro.
several electronic billboard companies to display Sierra's photo and information throughout Metro Atlanta. The family asked anyone who spotted the white 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan with Georgia license plate number 5869 renminbi to contact police. The vehicle's license plate had a frame displaying the name of Florida State University Law School. Police stated that forensic technicians examined the car for evidence before releasing it. Because the last confirmed sighting of Sierra was at her mother-in-law's home in Georgia, investigators believe something may have occurred there that led to her departure. Xavier's route back to Indiana was tracked, but it remained possible that Sierra was not inside the vehicle. Only Xavier was seen exiting the white Volkswagen when it stopped at gas stations or stores.
Yeah.
Additional details regarding the level of cooperation from Xavier Breland's mother have not been made public. However, police confirmed that search warrants were used to collect evidence from residences during the investigation. Investigators in Johns Creek also utilized forensic specialists and cadaver dogs to assist in the search.
Cadaver
The
what?
primary objective was to locate any potential blood evidence, indications of a struggle, or other signs that might help clarify what occurred during the couple's time there. Authorities stated that although a K-9 unit participated, the search of the residence did not reveal any distinct scent trails. Specific details about the evidence discovered during the search have not yet been released because the investigation remains ongoing. Investigators uncovered a video from Xavier Breland's jailhouse stay in March 2022. In the footage, he is seen telling his children that Sierra would not be coming home because someone had taken her. This statement conflicted with what he previously told Carmel police regarding her disappearance.
Yep.
He told one of his children, "Someone took my wife." At the end of the call, he added, "You know what it means when you kidnap an adult. She's not coming home." On March 16, 2022, the Hamilton County Jail transferred Xavier to the Qua County Jail in Georgia on an aggravated stalking charge.
Yep.
He was then booked into the regional jail. This case was unrelated to Sierra's disappearance in Georgia in March 2021. The charge stemmed from him hiding a tracking device to follow the mother of his child.
Yeah,
At the
that's
time,
weird.
the woman he was tracking had a restraining order against him.
Yeah,
Although he
bro,
was
like,
found not guilty in August 2022, he was arrested again and returned to Indiana. This time, the charge involved possession of a firearm without a permit as a serious violent
of
felon.
course, he just
At his initial hearing,
doing everything,
Breland
bro.
pleaded with the judge to reduce his bond so his mother could afford to pay it. Although prosecutors requested a $50,000 bond, the court reduced it to $35,000. Breland told the judge, "I just need a chance to get my life back on track." He
Yep.
said he could obtain employment as a truck driver if released. After further consideration, the judge set the bond at $100,000. Xavier Breland was released after posting bail in February 2023. There were
Of course.
consequences stemming from this court decision, which will be discussed later. He was questioned repeatedly about Sierra's disappearance but continued to deny any involvement. His account remained the same. She vanished after going to the store. Numerous locations have been proposed as possible areas to search for clues related to Sierra Breland's disappearance. Georgia alone contains more than 85,000 acres of state parks. The U.S. Department of the Interior oversees nearly 2 million acres of land, and there are over 300,000 acres of undeveloped property.
Yep.
Fulton County alone has 440 acres of parkland. Additionally, railroad and utility rights-of-way span hundreds of thousands of acres, some in use and others not. Approximately 15 to 20% of Georgia's 37,219,995,360
We get it, bro.
acres are covered in vegetation. Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana are not included in this list, even though Sierra Breland and her husband traveled through those states. Lieutenant Gregory Todd Hood of the Johns Creek Police Department stated, "If we knew her last confirmed location with 100% certainty, then we would focus the investigation in that direction."
Yep.
Kelly Locklear said that police have collected evidence and statements from several states, but they are only fragments of a larger puzzle because investigators do not yet understand the full story. Items were removed from Xavier's mother's home, as shown in
Yeah.
court records from a civil lawsuit in which Xavier's mother sued Xavier's sister. As part of the investigation, crime scene technicians cut sections of Xavier's mother's carpet and mattress on April 21,
Why?
2022. This information comes from documents related to the family's civil dispute. Jackson, who was 5 months old
I
at the
don't
time,
understand.
was placed into state custody immediately after Xavier Breland was arrested on March 1st.
Yeah.
Nick and Kelly Locklear, Sierra's parents, are now able to be with the baby and are in the process of bringing him back to Georgia. Over
Yep.
the past year, numerous organized searches have taken place, with some concentrating on specific locations. Despite these efforts, there are still no answers about what happened to the new mother. While
Yeah.
detectives continue working to piece together the case, police have been actively distributing flyers and using electronic signs to raise public awareness. Police describe Sierra as 5 feet tall, weighing around 120 pounds, with brown hair. She has 3 small tree tattoos on her ring finger. On her left wrist, she has an arrow pointing toward Florida, and on her left rib cage, she has a sunburst tattoo. The couple was driving a white 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan with Georgia license plate number 5,869 renminbi. The license plate has a frame displaying the name of Florida State University Law School.
Yep.
Police ask anyone who saw Sierra or her vehicle in February to contact them. Since Sierra disappeared, the
There you
only
go.
publicly named person of interest has been Xavier, though he has not been charged. Authorities say they believe he knows what happened to her and that he is the only one who helped them find closure and allow Sierra to rest in peace. Kelly Locklear believes that Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, or Indiana could be possible locations where Sierra's body may be. Hunters and anglers in those states are being urged to remain alert and report anything suspicious to police. Since that time, Sierra's parents have been granted custody of the child. As previously mentioned, Xavier Breland was released on bond in a case involving illegal possession of a firearm.
Bro,
A
just
hearing
put
in
him
that
in
case
jail
was
at this
scheduled
point.
for December
Keep him in
28,
there.
2023, but Xavier Breland failed to appear, and his current whereabouts are unknown.
Of
His name
course.
has once again been placed on an active arrest warrant, and police are intensifying their efforts to locate him. This latest development makes the already challenging case of Sierra's disappearance even harder to resolve.
This guy's
Xavier
an alien,
Breland
bro.
is described as a black man with brown hair and green eyes. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs approximately 160 pounds. The warrant states that the FBI is now assisting in the search for the missing woman,
Yep.
but her body has still not been located. This situation, combined with Xavier's recent disappearance, has raised many unanswered questions. Kelly Locklear, Sierra's mother, has publicly stated that she believes Sierra was afraid of Xavier and did not want to return to Indiana with him.
Who
With both
would?
individuals missing, the case has become even more urgent. Because Xavier's court hearing related to the gun charge has been delayed multiple times, police and Sierra's family are now asking the public for assistance. They are seeking any information that could help locate both Xavier and Sierra, so investigators can determine what happened when they disappeared. If you found this case fascinating, don't forget to like the video and
Man, I mean, if anybody saw this, or I know my sister and, well, that was me. I'm not gonna lie, that was me. But my sister and the Amir Price guy, that was me. But honestly, that guy's a big a-hole. We all know he did it. What was the point of running away? What was the point of hiding? You know you were gonna get caught. That's why you did it. That guy's I can't even say it on here. But yeah, so guys, have a great night, have a great morning, day, evening, school day, whatever it is. I hope you guys have had fun watching this. If anybody watches this after I make this, like a after watch, like, oh, they check my channel and they see that. Pretty much everybody. I will be ending stream. Everybody have a good day, good night, whatever it is. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow.